Hey folks, Dave Apollo here. This is Fast Friday. Thanks for joining in. So I'm going to keep it about business this week. As an internet marketing company, I deal with my main priority is to bring my clients leads. On top of that, I deal with so many different businesses and I see all the in and outs of it. And I know what makes businesses successful. And I can tell you one thing that won't make you successful is if you do not get back to your leads, if you do not handle them properly, if your intake sucks, or if you're rude on the phone, if, there's so many different things. And especially in this last week, I've noticed, some things with clients, some things with even myself, because I've been making some calls around trying to get some things booked for my son's first birthday party, and it's mind-boggling. I've been calling this one place. I called once; they said someone was going to call me back. I called another time, left a message. Sent a thing through their website, and then my mother-in-law actually talked to them personally and said someone was going to call me. I still haven't received a call. It baffles my mind that people can just not care about booking business. Also I've seen, answering services and phone services and that kind of stuff not working properly, and leads get lost that way. They're going to call someone else right after that if you're not picking up the phone, if you're not getting back to them right away. These things are gold to businesses, getting leads. There's companies that just sells leads. It's just amazing that some people would do this. Another thing that we do is we use call tracking, so we get to record all the calls that come through our clients' websites. You'd be shocked the stuff that people say or don't say on a phone when someone actually is calling them looking for someone to do business with. You'd be shocked how rude some of the people who answer the phone are. You'd be shocked at how quickly they want to get off the phone instead of answering questions, doing fact-finding questions, discovering if there's something they can actually help them with, as opposed to just wanting to get them off the phone. It just baffles my mind. It really does, because I know how many businesses that are out there struggling to get new business and leads to come through, and some people just don't care about the ones that do come through. And I could tell you, you're leaving a lot of meat on the bone if that's how you're conducting business. So you really got to make sure these things are done properly. Do test calls. Call your own number. Have someone else call. See what your people are saying on the phone. See how long it takes to get answered. See if it goes right to voicemail, how long it takes for them to get back to you. This stuff is all super important when it comes to business, because at the end of the day, that's what most people are in business for, is to make money and to get new business, get new leads. It's the name of the game when it comes to business. You can't always rely on just your referrals and your ongoing, people that you already have as customers. I mean, let's just be honest here. I'm not trying to, be a bearer of bad news, but people die, people move. There's a lot of different situations that, on top of it, people are calling them also, trying to give them a better deal than what you can do, trying to sell them constantly. I mean, I don't even answer my phone anymore because my phone just rings off the hook all day of people trying to sell me shit. And I used to answer and kind of entertain it a little bit because I did that 20 years ago, but it's just ridiculously annoying at this point. So just remember that. I mean, your customers aren't always going to be there, and one day you're going to need business, and you're going to look back and be like, oh man, my receptionist was rude to people. Look how much business I probably lost over those years. Oh man, look at those people I never got back to. Man, I should have. That could have been a new client, an ongoing client that I could have for years. Keep this stuff in mind. Leads are super, super important. Every business should worry about that, and just be conscious of what you're saying to people on the phone. A bad experience gets you a bad review now. When someone's talking to you, they may have never even done business with you. It's the world that we live in. All that stuff ties in together. Super important. That's it, guys. Fast Friday. I went a little over my usual. Try to stay at 2 minutes, but this stuff's super important. You really should look into it. If you have any questions at all about any of the tools that we use or some best practices, good tactics, I'm more than happy to share that with you. Thanks, guys. See you next week.